Nox Box, everything you need to take your game from the box to the board.
Hey guys, welcome again to Nox Box. I am Nock himself, and with me tonight is Cordial Rob.
Here again.
And it's just us.
Again.
It's just us again.
We're busy. It can't be helped.
Tonight we are looking at, this is the first time we've looked at any of these ships, the Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game, and specifically the brand new Rebel Aces.
Okay, so let's get into the box. Right.
So it's a nice window display.
Oh, I love their window displays because I've got the Imperial Aces, so I'm a great fan. So it shows you what comes in.
The full breakdown, loads of cards, loads of tokens.
Your spin wheel of movement, you name it, you've got
Fancy
it.
flight, spin wheel movement. Oh, what's that?
That's some bloody millions though. Actually, I think I've seen them in most game systems. Right, okay, that's
Oh, okay, so white sleeve of Doom.
the white sleeve of Doom and the lovely plastic carrier of Doom.
Okay, now we know the figures. Yeah, let's look at the figures. Let's look. Oh, look at
Okay,
those.
so you have the A-wing and you have your B-wing.
So, what is the difference between these and the old ones?
Right, if you give us a second, here are two that you dragged out of your case.
I'm just going to open up this whole pack as well. Get it all out completely.
I'm going to put away the sword again. Right, here are the two older versions. So
Fantastic.
if I quickly go like
I'll feel
that.
free to pull it off the base. So, blue instead of red.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is the exact same model, just with a much nicer repaint.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
It's the
that's really
same
good.
with
Yellow
the
sides.
It's the same with the B-wing.
And underneath, because Fantasy Flight really do paint the whole thing for these.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see it's red underneath and blue underneath. Yeah.
If I can just
Fantastic.
quickly peel this one out.
I love the quality of their figures they use. So this is the old B-Wing.
That's the old B-wing.
So it's grey with a small amount of, 3 orange dots on it, which looks very pretty.
Where this has got with additional detail. Oh, it looks like
Oh
the
wow,
Rebel
yeah, they've got the
logos
Rebel logo.
and stuff like that, and it looks like it's been inked more.
Yeah.
But as detail goes, you know,
The quality of the paintwork on their ships is
Oh.
so good.
they are very nice. It's like you've still got the details under the wings and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. They don't scrimp at all.
No.
So those are the figures. So in these new ones, actually we'll leave them out because these will go straight into my collection now. Ha 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 ha.
You need more space.
I love these Star Wars
So if
ships.
we move these out of the way over here.
Fantastic. So those are the two new ships.
Those
Well,
are
they're
the
not
two
new
new
ships.
ships.
They're
Well-
old models, repainted.
With new cards and additional rules and equipment.
New cards and rules. Show me more.
Okay, so we start with everyone's favourite beasts.
The bases.
And the other
Yeah.
favourite beast with fancy flight.
The spinny wheels.
The spinny wheels. Okay, so if I quickly open this up, you have got a scenario and you've got your movement sections.
Fantastic. So it shows you the
So
movements.
A-wing, everything, well, apart from 2 manoeuvres, is a green.
Wow.
And with some of the upgrades, you'll just be off you go.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But the B-wing's really interesting because one of the upgrades we'll look at in a minute, you can spend your stress tokens to upgrade your shooting.
See, stress is a good thing.
Stress is a good thing.
No.
I'll quickly move behind you two and spin round, and then I'll boost my shooting. Thank
That's
you very
amazing.
much. I think that's a bit dirty actually, but you know. Okay, oh come on, fingers. Right. Okay, so you've got your upgrades, your stat cards, and well, some of your scenario stuff. So if we click spin over here.
Okay, so the escape
The
board.
escape pod, which is quite an interesting concept because you've got to have your two rebel ships with a line between them with that, and then you can drag it around and things like that.
So you need So for this, you need to park your two ships within range 1 or 2 of each other.
Yeah,
But with the line, so it goes through the escape pod.
yeah,
At which point you can then put 2 markers on the escape pod to show that you've got it marked.
yeah.
Activation markers, and then you spend the activation markers to move the escape pod. So it's got the normal points for the templates to plug into.
Yeah.
And then you can move it, and the idea is to get it off the far side of the board.
While the Imperials are trying to stop you.
Fantastic.
So that'll be me trying to stop you, basically.
Yes.
But you know, that's
Yeah, they're all double-sided tokens, amazing quality, exact same as all of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
the nice styles.
Oh yeah, then you've got the spinny dials.
A lot of shields. When I first saw it, I was like, you need so many shields? But then I read the stats. The B-Wing has 5 shields, standard,
5.
5 and 3 hull.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nasty one to chew through.
Yeah, because these come with brand new versions of them, don't they? So
Okay.
should we start with the sorts of ships? What have you got for the A-Wing?
Okay, here's the A-Wing cards. You've got 4 of them. So there's your most expensive. It's the least expensive. But,
So you've got your vanilla A-Wing with a prototype pilot.
yeah.
Then you have Green Squadron. I do like the squadrons. I think that's a cool theme they've got running through it all. Gemma Sojan.
Oh, while you're at range 1, at least one enemy ship, increase your agility by 1.
Wow. So it's
Or
only
agility 3.
It's actually 4.
Yeah.
So those are vanilla with no abilities. Okay, varying amounts of upgrade ability.
But
yeah.
with that one, after you perform a focus action or assign a focus token, you may perform a free boost or barrel roll.
Oh.
For maneuverability, that's brilliant because you can then still spend your focus on either shooting or, you know.
It means that you
agility
can
dodges.
move, use your action to boost, and then if you're given another one, boost again. So,
And here's your B-Wings, which are the heavy hitters of the.
so you've got the vanilla, which is a blue squadron.
So 3 shooting, 1 dodge, 3 hull, 5 shields.
5 shields.
5 shields.
Dagger squadron.
Yeah.
Then you've got Nera Duntles, who is...
Oh, that's a disgusting one. You can perform
Oh.
secondary weapons attacks against enemy ships outside your firing arc.
So you've got a 360-degree arc with all your secondary weapons.
That'll be cluster missiles then,
And
please?
she's got room for 2 secondary weapons.
Yep.
And then Kayan Fairlander.
Spend your stress tokens. Shoot
What?
big.
What?
Yeah.
So you use your stress to get better at shooting.
Yes.
How many points is she?
29.
That's not bad.
But at that point, they've got to hit you, and you not evade 8 times before you die.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? You've got some real survivability.
Oh, most certainly. You can see why it's kept seen as the heavy assault ship of
Yeah.
the rebels.
So those are those cards.
Yep, and then we have some of the upgrade cards. So,
So I think you've got multiples of most of these, haven't you? You've got proton torpedoes. Now, proton torpedoes, you discard them to do a 2 dice attack at range 1, but actually you get an extra dice for each agility, up to a bonus of 3. So that gives you a 5 dice attack, which is amazing. You've got enhanced scopes.
Yep.
So, you can treat your piloting skill as value 0 just for the activation phase.
So I'll move first, and then I'll shoot first.
It's amazing, isn't it? I think that's a really cool thing. So then you've got A-Wing Test Pilot, which basically that modifies what's on your upgrade bar. This one, very odd, a Shardan refit gives you -2 squad points.
Yeah.
So instead of your ship costing 24, it would cost 22 squad points. It's negative.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It just makes it smaller.
Alright, it's A-Wing only, however,
It just makes it
that 2
cheaper.
points, because that's 1 point.
Yeah. It gives
You know.
it's really odd that it's a negative modifier. As long as you don't mind using up that space,
Yeah.
it makes your whole fleet cheaper. So you got the B-Wing E2, okay, that upgrades the manoeuvre bar.
And then your 2
Your
pilot,
special pilots.
rebel only.
Kyle Katarn and Jan Oars. Nice. I think it's a really cool ship. You've got a big range of new add-ons,
Yeah.
new ship styles, and the repaints are stunning.
They are very, very nice models.
Yeah. Right, so we've had a really good look at what's inside the box.
Yep.
Now, the big comparison for me, there's 2 big wing games out there. There's X-Wing, and there's
Attack Wing.
Now, Attack Wing is Star Trek, and it's the same movement system. It's all licensed from Fantasy Flight, but it's produced by WizKids.
Yeah.
And then you've got X-Wing, which is Fantasy Flight, and produced in-house.
Yeah.
And it's all about Star Wars, obviously. For me, they are very, very different game systems. You've got, if the models, you can't compare them. The models for X-Wing are 100 times better produced, more attention to detail.
Scale.
Oh, they're all in scale. They
Yeah.
make sense and they look
You know,
good.
you have one of these next to like Slave 1 and Slave 1 massive, and then you get like
The
no
Tactic
Falcon.
4 and
Yeah.
the Falcon. They're really good sizes. An attack wing isn't in scale at all.
No.
So model-wise, X-wing is by far the best.
Yeah.
But for the actual options on the ships, most ships seem to either be rolling 1 dice to 3 dice
Yeah.
to evade or to attack, and that's about the difference you get. Occasionally you get 4 dice attack,
Yeah,
or 4 dice evade.
TIE Phantoms.
Yeah, exactly. Or as you say with the A-wings, they can get 4 dice evade now.
Yeah.
So there isn't a huge amount of difference between them.
No.
And also your ships are quite survivable because of that. They're only going to take a maximum of 3 points a turn.
Well, you think, look at the B-Wing, you know, 8 points to kill them.
That means you're almost guaranteed at least 3 turns of being fully shot at, or 3 ships fully shooting at you, with you on the worst dice possible,
Yeah.
and you still survive.
But that's not taking into account the movement, though.
Well, yeah.
In this game, movement is a lot more unforgiving than in Attack Wing, I find.
Yes, because if you end up with someone just out of your firing arc and they're in yours...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because things like barrel rolls and stuff like that, you go, oh, it's only an inch. It's a very important inch at that point.
Every
I
inch is
roll
important.
out of your firing arc, but you're still in mine, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Now, so that's X-Wing.
Yeah.
Attack Wing, the ships are awful. They look awful. They do. The later models are
I
okay.
wouldn't say the cards were that brilliant either.
Yeah, the quality of them isn't as good. But you range from a 0 dice evade to 10. Well, I think you get like 7 or 8 evade you can easily get to.
Romulans?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But
And
then
Borg, 10 dice attack.
Yeah, cutting laser, isn't it?
Oh, what do you do? Attack wing for me is massively cutthroat. If you end up within someone's shooting arc that you weren't intending to,
Yeah.
that's it, you're dead.
You'll suffer.
It is a real instant, you're dead. The cloaking system is different, and
Yeah.
for me, for playing the game, attack wing is more fun. But
This is where we're going with no argument. For me personally, I prefer this one because it's easy to sit down and have a relaxed game with.
yeah, attack wing's more tournaments. It's much more competitive.
It completely depends on what you bring and how you equip your ships and stuff. Whereas this, you can just bring a pile of different models
Yeah.
and just split them up between you and have a game.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right.
And it's quite nice
yeah.
for beginners.
And even if you're going to be trounced, you still get to play quite a few turns before you die.
Because you don't die quickly.
Yeah, whereas an attack wing, you can just be like, here's my sheep, oh, it's gone. It's the whole, I
yeah.
put it out and I take them back again.
Especially if someone goes, I've got this ability that leads into this ability, and then this affects that, and then I roll these dice. Oh, then I get to re-roll because of this. It's like,
Yeah. So for me, playing, personally, if I want a competitive game, I choose attack wing. But for collecting, these ships
Are
are
brilliant.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I have, not bragging, I have one of every ship from X-Wing because they're beautiful ships.
Decimator.
Oh, I can't wait. Whereas attack wing, I'm more likely to get multiples of the same ship,
Yeah.
but I get very specific fleets. I don't want just every ship.
No.
I want specific fleets. So for me, this is the collector's one, attack wing's the player's one. That's how I see it.
I'd say this is a lot more relaxed. This is a lot more a lot more forgiving for a beginner.
Yes.
So we've got a couple of new players, and I can see them going from this to attack wing. but
Yeah,
you wouldn't
absolutely.
go from attack wing to this.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, if you went from playing attack wing to try to play X-wing, it would seem very slow and very clunky.
Yeah.
But there
this
again,
one makes you think about your movement a lot more, and then when
Absolutely.
you could go to the other side, you go, oh, the movement's the same. I'll be in your rear firing arc. Thank you very much.
I like it. I'm a big fan of both IPs, Star Trek and Star Wars. But just for ships, I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for looking at these and bearing with us while we ramble on about it.
Until next time.
See you soon.
Remember to subscribe to the channel and like us on Facebook for all of your gaming needs.